Okay everybody, this is MOONEY-Dashcam coming back with another video. If you do enjoy these videos, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe. Okay, let's get into it. Today we are in Levittown, New York. We're in Nassau County on Long Island. We're probably, on a good day with no traffic, a half an hour from the city. With traffic, 2 hours plus, depends. Traffic's pretty crazy in New York, as I'm sure you may know. Alright, so, Levittown, let's get into a little history of it. In 1947, Abraham Levitt, which is why it's named Levittown, and his two sons started building here. And they had this big grand plan of building this community for when everyone that came back from war, so they all had houses. So in 1948, it was officially named Levittown. That was during their building. They built from 1947 to 1951, just in this area of Levittown. There's a few Levittowns. I'll get into that later. But yeah, it was said. Yeah, this is one of the first suburbs in America. One of the first official suburbs, which I think is pretty crazy. See this house to the right? That's one of the original houses of Levittown. These houses have no basements because their whole plan here was efficiency, to build a lot at once. Yeah, so it was one of the first suburbs in America. It was said that the houses were built. There was a house built every 16 minutes. Wow, this is some serious Christmas decoration here. Crazy. Okay. Yeah, it was said that a house was built every 16 minutes. 40 houses a day were built, which I think was insane. I can't even imagine. Yeah, this house right in front, that's an original Levittown house. A lot of people have since remodeled and made the houses bigger and added on and all that kind of stuff, but there's still a few originals. I think there's like 3 original models, 2 or 3 original models of houses that they shot up here. Yeah, they mainly built for World War II veterans and their families, because there was a need for it, because there was like a housing crisis for military families. When they got back from the war, it was insane. There was the housing shortages and the baby boomer generation. Families could not find houses. It was said that they moved into box trucks, chicken coops, and large ice boxes. I mean, I'm sure they were pretty large ice boxes to live in. I mean, I can't imagine resorting to that. That must be a pretty bad situation. So yeah, the houses were sold for like $8,000 back when it was being built, which is like $90,000 today, which is pretty cheap, to be honest. And then I think some people got deals as low as $400 if they got help from aid and stuff like that. You can see these roads are very windy, and it's not really like a grid system like the city. Wow, this is a monster house you'll see coming up. It's not really a grid system like the city. They made it this way so it didn't feel like a city, so it felt like a little town. And also it was designed like this so traffic from the main roads surrounding the neighborhood couldn't cut through. Pretty good design, keeps the traffic low. This house is nuts in the middle of nowhere, man. Yeah, it keeps the traffic down. So you'll notice as I'm driving around, there's not really going to be a lot of cars driving around with me. It's just like a normal American neighborhood. It's very weird. Not weird, but... So yeah, to cut down the time and cost and everything of building these houses, they broke down each house building to 27 steps. And each person specialized in one step. So there'd be a crew that would just do concrete slabs. That's all they did. So they do a concrete slab, go to the next one. And there was a crew that did the framing. They do that. And then all the steps, they had a different person that specialized in that, so it would get done crazy fast. They even had a video of a time lapse of a day of them erecting a house. It's pretty cool. It's a 45-second video. If you look it up, it's a pretty known video. And yeah, they just shoot up a house. It's crazy. It's really nuts to watch. And they would do a whole row of houses at the same time. So they do like a block per, I guess a block per day. 40 houses is about a block. It's a little challenge in trying to figure out where to go in here. Ooh. A green school bus in the driveway. That's interesting. So yeah, there was a lot of racial tension in the area because it was written into the lease that it was Caucasians only that could live here, which didn't hold up eventually, and eventually minorities were able to move into the area. But it was a big battle. The town, it was a messy situation, but now anyone could move in. But yeah, even to this day, it's mostly white because of that. But there is some diversity. So yeah, by the end of the building, from, like I said, from 1947 to 1951, 17,447 houses were built. Just in this Levittown. I'll explain. That's just in New York. So there were also other Levittowns. They went on to build a lot. There's a New Jersey Levittown, there's a Pennsylvania, there's 3 Levittowns in Maryland, and there's also one which kind of amazed me. There's one in Puerto Rico. There's a Levittown, Puerto Rico. I thought that was kind of nuts. And then in 2007, so they went on to build a lot, obviously, like I said. In 2007, Levittown and Sons, which was the business name because it was him and his 2 sons. One of the sons was a builder in the Navy, and I think the other son was an architect and kind of helped sell everything, like advertising and marketing. Yeah, in 2007 they had to file for bankruptcy because it was when the economy was crashing, and that was the nation's biggest builder filed for bankruptcy, so it was like a very big thing. Yeah, and today there's a little over 50,000 people living in Levittown. I'm showing you, Levittown's very big. I'm showing you just a small portion of it. I'm only north of Hempstead Turnpike. It goes south, and Levittown even branches into like parts of Hicksville and parts of Bethpage, which are the neighboring towns. Yeah. So yeah, a little over 50,000 people live here. Like I said, still mostly white due to the early history. An annual household income of $150,000. So kind of middle class, upper middle class. Obviously, not everyone makes the same kind of money. But yeah, all right. Now I've been kind of making my way to a cool spot. It's called Tri-County. So the first floor. Oh, a GTR in the driveway. Nice. The first floor of Tri-County is a flea market. It's like any store, any kind of business you could think of is crammed into this place. That big brick building, that's it right in front of us. So the first floor is a flea market, and the basement too is a flea market. I mean, you could buy art there, you could buy knives, you could go there and get beauty supplies. It's really intense. There's a lot going on. There's actually a guy in Tri-County that me and my family used to go to him because we like knives. It's just a cool thing I collect. We went to him all the time for little knives, and he would have cool things. We get gifts for people. And then one day we hear that, I was going to make a left into the parking lot. Did I have a shutdown? Okay, we'll turn around. One day we hear that he got arrested. We're like, what the hell? And then we thought back. One time, we had a friend go in there. He wanted like a switchblade. And switchblades aren't legal in New York. So he walks up to the guy and he goes, do you want a switchblade? Not do you want a switchblade. Do you have any switchblades? And the guy looks left and right like in a movie. reaches under the counter, pulls out a case of all switchblades, and my friend was able to buy one. So I think him doing that kind of stuff was kind of the downfall of his business. He got arrested, so he's not in there anymore. Either way, whole first floor is a flea market. The whole second floor is a jewelry exchange. Like a certified, legit, some of the best jewelers in New York are there. Yeah, it's like one of the top places. We get a lot of jewelry cleaned, new jewelry, stuff from there. It's very cool. I'm going to swing by that. And then we'll wrap this video up. So this is Hempstead Turnpike that I'm on right now. Which kind of cuts Levittown in half. South of this, there's way more. Goes all the way to, if you know the area, the Southern State Parkway. So yeah, jewelry exchange up top. And then you can see there's a million things. Cosmetics, Metro PCS, Bazaar, mooneydashcam, whatever the hell that is. But the place is giant. And airsoft guns, Nerf wars, there's a food place in there. It's kind of crazy, like a wig boutique. Yeah, then we have this whole row of buildings. I'm just going to go around back because it's just this big open lot. Oh, and then there's actually a very locally famous deli. They call it the Cow. I don't know the actual name. I just know it as the Cow. In the back corner of this parking lot here. They have a bunch of, this parking lot's huge. They have car shows here, I think on Fridays. A bunch of cars will pull up here, all old school stuff, and some new stuff too. And then that's the big, one of those big salt domes where they keep all the salt to ruin our roads in the winter. Obviously to keep us safe from just choking around. And in 1 second, you'll see why this place is called the Cow. It's painted like a cow. If you notice, not right now, it hasn't been nice out. People do donuts back here. Of course, if they have car shows, there's an open area. Someone's going to do some burnout, someone's going to do some donuts. But yeah, that's the Cow Deli. And that is pretty much Levittown. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe. Oh, here's Governor's Comedy Club. It's a very good comedy club, very well known. Jerry Seinfeld actually started in New York, and that was one of the places he went. He hates it now for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, he did start there. Like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, I'd appreciate a subscribe and comment and like the video. Let me know what you guys think. And thank you. Goodbye.